Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to reading today. How are you doing? Awesome. Let me just get set up here. Give me 1 second. Okay, great. It is a little bit before 9 o'clock, and we are going to begin on the dot at 9 a.m. I'm your teacher, Mrs. Retzos. Good to see you again for those of you that are here already. Because we're waiting on a few more of our friends, on the screen, I have 3 things I'd like for you to do while we wait. First, take a look at that book cover. Use all of your detective skills that we talked about yesterday. Use all of your clues. Number 2, use your prior knowledge, use your schema to think who the main character is and where do you think the story takes place. And number 3, I want you to use your chat box, use your typing skills, and let me and your classmates know your predictions. Let them know your guesses. Who do you think the main character is? And where do you think the story takes place? And in a few minutes, we're going to discuss it and we're going to move on and we're going to review what we did yesterday on making inferences and using our equation to figure out some missing pieces to the puzzle. All right, now that class is starting, it's 9 a.m. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Thursday morning. I hope you're all doing great. Hi. Hi, it's good to see you. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to review inferences. All right, let's get started. Today we're going to talk about our learning goals and our state standards. I'm going to flip on your microphones and we're going to read the I can statement all together. Throughout this course, I'm going to show you how to make an inference. We are going to start making inferences together. And by the end of the lesson, you are going to be able to make inferences on your own. So ready? Let's read our I can statement in that gray box. I can use the text, great, I read, to ask questions and infer meaning and conclusions. That's awesome. That's going to be a skill that you're going to have in your skill belt once we review inferences one more time today, okay? Learning coaches, if you guys are listening or if you're viewing this recording at a later time, at the bottom I have the South Carolina State Standards. So meaning and context 5.1, ask and answer, literal, and inferential questions to determine meaning. That's making an inference by asking questions. And then our students are going to be able to refer explicitly to the text. They're going to be able to use the clues they read, the pictures they've seen to support their inferences and conclusions. So they're going to be able to use those clues to support what they think. Okay, this is a review lesson. We did discuss inferences yesterday. If you want to review that lesson, it's recorded on your dashboard. Otherwise, we're going to go through it. We're going to jump right in again today, and we're going to solidify this skill. Okay. So one more time, how to make an inference. We're going to use it like an equation, like a math equation. There's 2 parts. They're going to equal the inference, okay? We're going to use text evidence, which are those clues. It's going to be what you see, what you read. We're going to use our schema. Our schema is what we already know, things we've read, things we were taught, things we've seen, and we're going to use that to make an inference. Here's our book. It's called Sylvie. A lot of our predictions in the beginning I read, I think you students think it's going to be a flamingo is the main character of the story. I think that's a really good prediction. We think it's going to take place in a pond or on a beach, somewhere warm where flamingos may live. Those are all really great predictions. We're using our schema to make guesses on what might happen. One morning, Sylvie looked at her family. What do we notice about her family? Okay, I see a lot of people using that chat box, and that's awesome. Yes, they all look alike. They're pink. They're all flamingos. Some are standing on one leg, some are not. These are all really, really great observations. Then she looked at everything else. I want to pause here, and I want you to take a look. Look real deep in that picture. And let me know what are some things you observe. I'm going to open our mics and have you can speak out loud and see what do we observe. Okay, Sylvia's noticing a lot of things, a lot of colors, a lot of objects. Wonderful. Mama, she asked, why are we pink? Does anybody know why flamingos are pink? Okay, we're pulling on that schema again. We're using our prior knowledge. Awesome. Why are we pink? Well, dear, we're pink because of the little shrimp we eat are pink, said Mama. If flamingos are pink because they eat shrimp, that gave Sylvie an idea. She tried nibbling on some palm leaves. Let's pause. Okay. Get your typing fingers ready. Get yourself in that chat box and let me know. What do you think Sylvie's going to do now that she knows flamingos are pink because they eat shrimp? Awesome predictions, guys. Awesome inferences. Sure enough, she started to turn green. Next, she spotted some delicious looking grapes. Based on what we read, what do we think will happen next? Great. I love that you're showing me what you know. The grapes turned Sylvie positively purple. But Sylvie didn't stop there. She thought she'd look yummy in chocolate. What color is chocolate? She was right. Positively yummy in brown chocolate. What a beautiful sky, said Sylvie. It's the perfect shade of. Let's pull on our prior knowledge. Let's pull on what we know. What color is the sky? All right, the sky is blue. Sylvie's blue. Sylvie just happened to be flying by a kite. And she became scarlet Sylvie in just one bite. What fun she was having. She wondered what stripes might taste like. Rather stripy. Why wear flowers on your head? When you can be a whole bouquet. You're right. Sylvie ate the hat and now she's all covered in flowers. Next page says Sylvie had to tiptoe across the sand for a taste of a swimsuit. Okay, put on your detective hats and show me what color is that swimsuit? Do you see a pattern on it? It was so worth it to be Paisley. Paisley is a pattern. But after stuffing her tummy all day, Sylvie didn't feel too well. Oh, she's paisley and stripes, and she's got those bouquet of flowers on her legs. She didn't feel like Sylvie at all. She didn't look like what? She didn't look like her family. She looked at herself and she looked at her family. What do you think is going to happen next? I'm going to pause here. We're going to give it a minute, and I'd like you to show me what you know. Let me see if you can use what you read in the text, Sylvie's behaviors, and your prior knowledge to guess at what's going to happen. All right, I see a lot of answers coming through. A lot of people think Sylvie's going to turn pink again so she can be with her family. Let's keep reading. Sylvie decided to go back to eating little pink shrimp with a little dessert. So if you made a prediction in the beginning of why Sylvie was eating a lollipop, now she's got a little lollipop rainbow tail. Great. Now you should have this in front of you. It was sent in your email. It's on your dashboard. I want you to take this worksheet, fold it in half. So on your desktop, I just want the plate and the fork and the knife. I'd like you to draw something you would eat. Show me what you know. Show me that if what you eat, you can make an inference of what you would turn into. And in 3 minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to share with the class, we're going to share with your friends, and we're going to see if we can make an inference of your plate. Then you can flip it around and show us what you look like. All right? 3 minutes starts now. I'm setting the timer. All right, it's been 3 minutes. I'm going to call your name. I'd like you to only show us what's on your plate. Give us a couple of minutes to put our guesses in the chat box. And then what we're going to do is you can flip it over and we will see if we all right. I will call you. When I call on you, it's going to be your turn to share. So make sure you have your listening ears on. When I call you, I'm going to flip on your mic. You can hold up your plate. And then once our guesses are in, you can flip it around and show us your face. Well, your drawing face. All right, friends, I had such a great time talking about Sylvie and making inferences and using text evidence, our schema, to make an inference. I had a really great time reviewing this lesson with you. What you're going to do, click on that attendance link, find the blue button, open up that Google Doc, make sure you do your first and last name, and then I'd like you to use the secret word shrimp and the exit question we talked about during the beginning of the lesson so that I know that you understand what we reviewed today on making inferences. So we talked about in the beginning, it's an equation. You use something plus something to equal an inference. Throw it in that attendance. Let me know what you know, and I can't wait to see you all again, okay? If you have any questions, I'm going to be sitting around for a little bit. I can answer some questions. Learning coaches, I'm here to answer questions. Also, if you don't know if you have any questions yet, you can shoot me an email and I'll be there to answer them throughout the day, okay?